Hey guys, Bill Rapier here with AMTAC Shooting. We're on kitbadger.com today. We're going to talk a little bit about deploying a compact carbine from vehicles. Guys, so with these compact carbines or AR pistols, we do spend a lot of time in our vehicles, or some of us that like to get out in the backcountry a lot spend a lot of time with a pack on our backs. And so having these either in our packs or in our vehicles provides us with more capability. The key though is going to be being able to get it out in a timely manner, and also understanding when it's appropriate to come out. Because obviously if you have a direct threat in front of you, it's not appropriate to try and dig through your back seat and pull an AR pistol out. Guys, so a little bit of big picture overview here. If we're driving around in our vehicle, there's 4 primary directions that we could have a problem from. In front of us, behind us, to the right, and to the left. And each one of these deployments is going to present a little bit of a difference. So that's why we train, and that's why we're going to break this down a little bit more to show you the differences, the little nuances between each one of these deployments. All right, guys, so the first threat we're going to talk about is if you have a forward threat. Now, first off, you have to identify the threat. We have to be safe. So if you're driving the vehicle, either punch it, right? Get off the X, if that makes sense. Or if you're parked somewhere you can't leave, make sure you're not going to crash into anything. So foot on the brake for me. At the same time, I'm undoing my seatbelt and I'm reaching back. I'm grabbing my compact carbine, or in this case, an AR pistol. At that point, we have to be very deliberate not to sweep ourselves or anyone else as we're grabbing that weapon out of the back seat. Personally, what I do is I lay the rifles down in the back seat of the vehicle. I cover it up, and there's not going to be a round in the chamber. The reason for no round in the chamber is, it kind of gets into one of my personal SOPs, is unless the tools are actually physically on you, we don't have a round in the chamber. It's just too easy to forget about. It's too easy to leave something there. I want to have to do a gross motor skill before I get it going. I also really improve some safety if you do have kids around. So we're going to reach back. We're going to toss the cover garment off of our compact carbine. It comes out. We're not sweeping anyone as we're doing this. Now, for the purpose of this video, I didn't feel like burning through my windshield. So I'm opening the door, I'm pinning the door, I'm stepping out with one foot, and then I'm pinning the side of the rifle against the frame of the vehicle and making my shots that way. If there was truly a threat directly in front, obviously, save your own life, shoot through the windshield if you need to. For a right side threat, again, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're not going to crash. We're going to undo the seatbelt. So with my left hand, I'm going to reach underneath my seatbelt, right? Next to the chest right here. I'm going to undo the seatbelt. As I'm reaching over, throwing the cover garment off of my weapon, pulling it out, then I'm going to rack it and get shots off. Right side is going to be one of the easier ones to go. Little tip, guys, shifting your seat a little bit is very, very helpful, especially if you've got a nice large truck like this right here. It allows you to shift your body a little bit, and it will give you a little bit more stable shooting platform. For a left side threat, again, most important thing, don't crash the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake, undo your seatbelt, cover garment comes off, grab your weapon, rack the bolt. Now we have to bring it across our legs, right? So very important that we're not sweeping ourselves as we're doing this. So I'll come up at steering wheel height and clear my muzzle around so I'm not sweeping myself, and then coming out. Now, one of the things that everyone has a tendency to do is to pin the weapon when you don't need it. If you need to pin the weapon, obviously you can get more stable by doing it. But in the case of all these drills right here, we're shooting BC steel at 50 yards. You don't always need to pin the weapon. So trust your ability to make that offhand shot, and will allow you to get shots on target faster. For a rear-facing threat, again, first thing, make sure that you don't crash the vehicle. Foot on brake. In this case, I'm also going to make sure that I put the vehicle in park if it's not already, because my attention is going to go 180 degrees away from line of travel. Undo your seatbelt. Cover garment comes off. I'm going to grab the rifle just like I normally would. I'm going to rack it, and then as soon as I've racked it, I go into a shoulder switch like this right here. So you're go ahead and you're racking it like you normally would, and then you go right into, with that left hand, you go right into your shoulder switch so that you come up like this right here. And basically what that alleviates, guys, is trying to grab the rifle, drag it all the way around yourself, and then face behind you to be able to shoot off of your strong side. So something you should be able to do is shoot off of your other strong side. Doing it this way allows you to get access to your tools a lot faster. It'll allow you to get on target a lot faster with a lot more safety also. If there were other people in the vehicle, you're not sweeping them. Guys, to wrap this up, I know a lot of guys that have compact carbines or AR pistols like this in their vehicles. The key is, as with anything, is training. The way I would recommend going about this is break this down, watch the stuff that I'm doing, break it down with a dry weapon, get a bunch of reps in, right? Get those reps of pulling it out, racking, and going right into a shoulder switch, right? Get those reps of seeing what does it look like to throw your cover garment off? What kind of cover garment are you going to use? All those things, we get good by doing them. So I just encourage you guys, get out there, train with the tools that you carry. If you're interested in the AMTAC Shooting Compact Carbine Deployment course or any of the other courses that we do, go to AMTACshooting.com. The whole course schedule is up there for the year. Thanks for joining us here at kitbadger.com.